Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for September 7th, 2025. We've got campaign features as it is Sunday. And we've got Delayed Joy. I don't actually know what that does. And each player starts with a Lich in place of Copper. This has come up not too terribly long ago. Like, I don't know, maybe in the last month or two. Remember? Alright, what is Delayed Joy? All boons can be saved for next turn. Oh, that's a nice one. Assuming it's relevant. Alright, so... The Kingdom. Wow, we got some split piles. Okay. Clashes, Odysseys, and Wizards. Okay. So we got, yeah, here's the Clashes, the Odysseys, the Wizards, and then we've got the Zombies and the Trash, and then the Boons. A lot of stuff going on here. Gang of Pickpockets, so we're going to be discarding this estate, presumably, but take a look at the Kingdom first. So, thinning-wise, we got Bounty Hunter, Catapult, Student. Technically, Necromancer can do some thinning, but... Meh. Draw is Battle Plan Warlord, Distant Shore. Necromancer can do Zombie Apprentice, but I don't know if... Like, that is definitely does qualify as draw. It's just, like, being able to do that. Oh, wait, there's a Lich! So Lich, you trash this, discard it, and gain a cheaper card from the trash. So, number one, you can just keep trashing the Lich. It's not a ton of draw, but it's some draw. And number two, you can use that to get cards back from the trash, which, among other things, means you can take the zombies from the trash, which could mean that you end up taking the Zombie Apprentice out of the trash, and then the Necromancer can't trash the Lich, but the Zombie Apprentice can. Anyway, so that's certainly something. Other stuff. Plus actions. Is that just Lich? Lich does give you a whole bunch of... Oh, I guess the Lich itself is draw too. But you do end up having to skip a turn. Although there is also Voyage. Right? So you can potentially play your Lich and then play Voyage, and you just skip your Voyage turn, which is potentially not bad at all. Depending on, whether you wanted to take that Voyage turn or whether you value, like, the Lich effect more. I could see valuing the Lich effect more. It's a lot of draw and it's plus actions. And I do not see any other source of plus actions on this board. Yeah. Although there's not actually a ton of terminals you'd be looking to play. Archer, potentially. Conjurer. Those are the main ones, I guess. Catapult. Oh, yeah, Catapult. I guess Tracker, but I don't think so. Okay. And... So gains-wise, we've got Spices for plus buy. The extra turns from Voyage, assuming you don't cancel them with Lich. Conjurer can gain you cards. Mostly, we're talking about Spices. Okay. Distant Shore can gain you estates, but I don't really see anything here that's going to, like, get value out of that. Like, trash for benefit or something. Alright, let's go ahead and discard an estate. So we've got... Yeah, we've got Pouch, 5 copper. Which means down here we only have 2 coppers. Plus 2 estates and a lich. So then the question is going to be, we could play the lich and draw, let's say we open Bounty Hunter. If we play the lich, we will draw entire deck, right? And get to play the Bounty Hunter. Oh, pouch is plus buy, right? Okay, so we just start with that. Yeah, so that's pretty good. But then obviously we skip our next turn. On the other hand, we kind of skip a turn here if we don't play the lich, because unless we want to get a tracker, 2 coins is pretty whatever. This is kind of how I remember it playing out. The last time this came out with this starting with a lich in your deck was that early in the game you wanted to play it because the alternative is that you kind of don't take a turn anyway. Is Bounty Hunter the card that we want to do that with? So we would end up exiling an estate, and then we'd have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 coins. That is pretty good. Another option would be to try to attack, but with Gang of Pickpockets, the catapult attack is going to be less impactful. Because you're not discarding from 5 to 3, you're discarding from 4 to 3 in a way, because they're gonna have to discard with that anyway. Oh, I guess another question is, so student is the way you get favors, so that's not great. I mean, again, well, no, student, yeah, you need to trash a treasure. Yeah, that's definitely not looking like we're gonna actually accumulate favors. Okay. Now, if we play with Archer, that's going to be similar, also a discard down to 4, but it's more targeted. So I think, the priority of both of these attacks is lower, but it doesn't mean we don't want to play with them. But catapults over Bounty Hunter doesn't make a lot of sense to me in that context. So I think we do go Bounty Hunter. Oh, I didn't think about the fact that we'd have to discard. We could, in theory, miss the Bounty Hunter if we don't spend the favor here. Does that mean that we do spend the favor? Maybe so. It would be really bad to not see the Bounty Hunter. So we're going to spend the favor. Okay. We could get a Necromancer already and plan to start trashing the Lich. Could get a Spices for some more plus buy. Obviously, we want to get this stuff, but I don't know that. We're not going to have an attack right now. I don't know that it's urgent for us to take a battle plan. We could also grab another thinner. I mean, maybe we do play with student. Student, catapult are the 2 main options there. Maybe we just go. We could go catapult battle plan. It'd be really nice if we had a third buy here already, and we could go catapult battle plan old map or something. We could also buy a platinum. I don't think that's correct, but it's amusing. I think... I think Necromancer. I should have thought hard about this before I did this opening. It just seemed like obviously the thing I was going to want to do, but then like, oh, there's so many different ways we could go at this point. I think Necromancer Catapult is Necromancer trashing Lich is just potentially very valuable. And then we'll pick up the battle plan later. Wait, what just happened? Okay. I guess we're discarding the pouch. Wait. What happened to the log? Okay. I guess we should take a battle plan here, like, in case they rotate away. Oh, come on. What the fuck? What is happening? Okay. Yeah, this is a really annoying draw. So we do have an estate down here. What we could do is Zombie Mason. If we hit the Lich, like, fine. If we hit the estate, that's also fine. The 2 coins, that part's unfortunate, but... Okay, do we want to gain the Spy or the Apprentice? The bot doesn't have an Apprentice. I'm gonna say, like, so it's not like taking this right now is gonna do anything super bad to the bot, but still, I'm gonna say we take the Zombie Apprentice. And we could take his spices, and then we would be able to buy something. I kind of like that. Another battle plan or an old map. I'm gonna say battle plan. Old map's good too, but less limited in supply. Oh, they played their Lich again? Okay. We're not getting rid of both of our estates this turn, but it would be nice to get rid of one of them with the Bounty Hunter. Yeah. Well, doesn't matter. Okay, so now... I do not know what to do. We could take the last battle plan. We could rotate and take an archer. Rotate this and take a sorcerer if we think cursing the bot might be effective. We don't really have any good way of setting up sorcerer though. I guess zombie spy would be the one thing. Or like if we can get to the end of the shuffle and name the card we discarded to pickpockets. We could also just take a conjurer. There is, at the moment, a good amount of stuff for conjurer to gain. Maybe that is the play. Does rotating do anything for us? Well, there's also Voyage with the whole, like, I was talking about with Voyage to skip the Lich thing. I think I mean, we can gain that off of Conjurer, though. I think I'm just not going to rotate. Take the Conjurer. Okay. We don't have an attack down here. Still should be correct to discard copper, I think. We have the Lich in these two cards. I guess we're gonna Necromancer as Zombie Spy. So if we Apprentice the Lich, gain the Zombie Spy. The bot did take the other battle plan. Okay. We are not currently in a position where we could gain a Warlord this turn. I don't want to rotate to that yet. We could rotate off of Conjurer, though. I think that makes sense. Now we could get a Warlord. Should we? We're not getting to attack here. Unfortunately. I mean, it's certainly not guaranteed that the bot will be able to take a Warlord. But, like, I doubt we're going to have the ability to deny the bot the ability to take any Warlords in any case. Probably shouldn't worry about that too terribly much. Alright, so they're all liched. I guess we're going to probably play our Lich too, and then the goal is going to be to conjure a Voyage. We don't want to rotate this because we want to take the Warlord. We don't want to rotate this because we want to take the Voyage. We want to rotate... This doesn't... It's like whatever... Do we want to rotate this? I don't know. Probably not. All right, so the Voyage. I'm thinking we just apprentice the Spy, and then we can, like, Necromancer can play Zombie Spy going forward. Like, it's better than having the Spy actually in our deck. There's nothing for the Necromancer to actually do this turn, but... Get the Warlord. I don't really need this Bounty Hunter. I wonder if we should Zombie Apprentice it. Maybe. I discard the Necromancer, I guess. Okay. We're actually pretty thin in terms of coppers. We could look at doing stuff with rocks. Well, we definitely want to rotate this, because we don't want the bot to have a Voyage, and also it would be nice to gain some old maps. Though we're not going to be able to do that this turn anyway, but... So, like, what we can do with the rocks, we can trash the rocks with Catapult, and then we can trash the Lich and get the rocks back. Which is amusing. Oh, our Voyage stayed in play. That's interesting. I didn't even realize that would happen. Huh. It's like we skipped the turn? I don't know, that's confusing. Anyway, so yeah, do we want to gain our rocks now? We could... We've already attacked them with Catapult, so it would just be about giving out a curse. We could also, like, trash the Catapult and then play it with Necromancer going forward, although that removes an attack from our deck, so maybe that's not the play. We could get an Archer, but that isn't going to do anything right now. I doubt we want Sunken Treasure. But what about Distant Shore? If we were to... Yeah, I think... Oh, we don't have the plus actions to now to play both the Conjurer and the Catapult. Well, we don't need to play the Catapult right now, because we already attacked. Gain a silver to your hand. So if we gain the rocks now, we do hit 6 for a distant shore, but we can't rotate to distant shore while rotating to, to rocks. Dang it. We could bounty hunt something. The Necromancer, maybe, to get there. Or we could, if we zombie apprentice the Lich. I guess all we gain off of that is like, yeah, nothing too exciting. And it's not like it's essential that we take, like maybe we just get another spices here. We should go ahead and do this rotation, I think. Okay, so if we don't need the plus buy, what we could do is bounty hunt spices and then get us spices. Back. Conjure rocks. Zombie apprenticing the Lich. Doesn't get us anything that we want, so maybe we just don't do that. Yeah, I think we do that and that. We take us another spices. And then just save the coffers, I guess. They got a Necromancer. Okay. So now trashing the zombie spy, or gaining the zombie spy looks better. Let's, yeah, discard Necromancer again, I guess. Now, I think we want to rotate back off of rocks, but I guess this is the more important rotation. Go ahead and play this. What do we want to gain with the Conjurer? We could just go ahead and spin to old map and start gaining old maps with Conjurer. Meanwhile, let's see. If we trash the rocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so we should be able to bounty hunt copper and still get a platinum if we want to. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I think getting 1 platinum looks good. We're not going to be able to get Distant Shore for a little while, but that's probably fine. Do we spend 2 coffers on an old map? Probably not. Okay. So now this turn we want to apprentice the Lich and gain the rocks back. Perfect. We'll discard the Bounty Hunter. Gain a silver to your hand, that's fine. Let's rotate back to Catapult, I guess. And is it okay to trigger this shuffle? I think so. I think attacking... I think we don't trash the rocks now. I think we just trash the silver, because we don't really want another silver right now. And attacking, I think, is more important than conjuring. Well, it does mean the conjure doesn't go into our hand. Yeah. Still think so. Alright. I think we just go, maybe just go colony old map now. We got the bounty hunter to bounty hunt the colony. We're not going to be able to draw much more than this. Oh, skip their turn. Okay, so, man, I didn't realize that they had played. I thought I checked this and that they hadn't played their. Oh, so they've like disabled my voyage by skipping their own turn. That's fascinating. Huh. Guess we're just discarding the voyage then. Alright, I do want to rotate off of this now. We could catapult the Lich. Gain the Zombie Mason or the Zombie Spy. Unfortunately, I didn't find the colony. to bounty hunt. Hmm. But like making the bots Necromancer worse has some value. I don't really want to play this Lich. And I can't voyage. So do we want to bounty hunt anything? We have 2 spices in the deck. It could be argued that bounty hunting the pouch is better than not. It would let us hit colony without spending coffers too. Yeah, I think I'll do that. It'd definitely be time to say goodbye to the Conjurer. Yeah, I think so. And the Necromancer can't play that, so that's not helping the bot's Necromancer. I do want that. And that means we can go ahead and play our Lich, I think. Did they play theirs? No. Okay. Right, definitely doing that. This Necromancer could Mason the colony. That's interesting. We also Mason something else if we wanted to. We can play the old map. Oh, no, that's not how that works. Yeah, never mind. You draw that back up. Masoning the colony seems pretty good from our position. Alright, now do we want to trash the rocks or just trash the silver? Probably just the silver. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We want to go double distant shore. I'm wondering about getting another bounty hunter because we have multiple colonies and we take the distant shores, we're gonna start gaining estates. Distant shore bounty hunter would be 16. So that works out pretty nicely. This time the voyage did go into the discard pile. What? I don't understand. So we can play the Lich. They didn't play theirs. Oh. we don't... I guess we're not under Warlord attack. So we could take more distant shores. I think I'm just going to rotate off of it instead. Still haven't drawn an attack card. We want... Is there anything in particular we want to Zombie Apprentice this turn? Maybe the Necromancer, although we could also Bounty Hunt it. Already played the Zombie Spy, otherwise that would be a good candidate. If we do the Lich, we might not see it again. What would we be gaining from the trash? A silver Zombie Mason? I don't know. I'm just gonna play the Lich. I'll just leave leave that there. And this, I think we're better off with Archer on top. Like, this is an additional source of points. The bot has at least gained more platinum, so it is in some sense building bigger. I mean, the bot can easily enough rotate to it, it doesn't really matter, but... Alright. Bounty Hunt, Colony, Bounty Hunt, Estate. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we can hit Colony, trashing a silver, and not have to add more junk to the deck. Or we can have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and we could like buy a treasury. Because we don't have any treasuries. That's a little bit of money that we can add to the deck. Yeah, sure. Let's get the treasury. Long one. That's Warlord for you. Alright, what... Do we want to rotate anything this turn? Probably not. So let's just not worry about it. We could apprentice the Zombie Spy I was talking about. Doesn't mean we don't get to apprentice the Lich, but that's probably fine. We're probably going to play it. Still not really anything to do with this necromancer. I wasn't thinking about like how to get that second treasury. Maybe it doesn't matter, but we've actually got room for an extra terminal in our deck. We could take a tracker right here. Sure, why not? You can always zombie apprentice it. Hey. Bot really just wants to gain platinums, I guess. I don't know. Alright, once again, I think we're just playing this Lich. Overcomplicate things. Tracker now seems like a good idea. River's Gift. Next turn to gain another card. Next turn. Wait, River's Gift is at the end of this turn? Oh, River's Gift is useless, isn't it? Because it can't have pickpockets. Well, whatever. Should we just not trigger the shuffle? No, we need to trigger the shuffle. We need to get to our... What's it? Alright. That means we're apprenticing the necromancer. That's fine. Oh, we had a distant shore down there. We could bounty hunt the curse and actually get some money out of it. That sounds like a good idea. You're a little shy of being able to do Treasury Colony. Get a Necromancer back. I don't particularly want to top deck it though. Oh, apparently I did. So we have run out of stuff to catapult, I guess. They bought a province? Okay, sure. Oh, the sorcerer is up. Well, I don't care. We could apprentice the tracker, and then like Necromancer can play tracker if we want. I think we'll do that. I haven't really been thinking about like the potential for a pilot, and I guess there still really isn't, but curses and estates are going to be gone at least. Oh, I forgot to think about... Oops. I could have discarded the colony, and then we could have milled the colony and ended the game right now. Whoops. My bad. Well, whatever. I guess we're not getting an attack off. We'll just catapult the Necromancer. Maybe we actually wouldn't have been able to end the game. How would we have bought? The bounty hunted the catapult. Yeah, no, we totally could have. My bad. Or an estate. Whatever. Could have bounty hunted a bounty hunter. Yeah, obviously we could have done this. Alright, well, my bad. I mean, obviously it would have been better to at some point get like an additional platinum or something to make this all a little bit easier. But we hang on to the Warlord because of battle plan? I guess so. Oh, the bot is going to end it for us. Okay. Yeah. 16 to 13 turns. Okay. Does that mean... So this is turn... But this was turn 17? That's all very confusing. Yeah. So... I think the biggest difference maker here was like the Lich Voyage combo. But obviously giving the bot 7 curses had some impact as well. Did they trash any curses? Maybe we give them 8 curses. The bot also wasn't... What happened to the bot's bounty hunter? In the trash. When did that happen? That must have happened right at the end. Right? Because I don't remember seeing that there, like, as an option for my Necromancer. Oh, it all happened all the way back here. Huh. Yeah, I almost certainly had an opportunity to use that to exile another estate or something. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that we would have won this game without touching Distant Shore. Oh well. I think I should have probably taken 1 more platinum so that we would have been able to more comfortably add the additional treasury, and it would have been at like later in the game easier to go colony plus something else. Obviously not really a big deal, but I think it would have been better. Like maybe at some point, like throw an archer into the deck because it's like, oh, we're running out of catapult stuff, or maybe like we get the conjurer back and then like we can keep the rocks thing going. I don't know, something along those lines. Like, I mean, obviously it didn't really matter, but Something like that might have been a little bit better, but yeah. I don't think if I've seen the bot play with Voyage. I'm not sure. Maybe it just doesn't. The bot also skipped a lot of turns with Lich, which I don't know. I don't know how much sense that made from its position, but doesn't seem great. Like, well, especially when Voyage is there to let you not skip the turns. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.